that's what I learned. If they wear dentures, it's actually a better blowjob. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bad Dads Podcast. My name is Eric Da Silva. With me, as always, my co-host, Plug Chapman.
That's every dude's dream to get
It is. Listen,
blowjob.
it's surprising when you see it happen, and then when you're like, oh, you know what? If I don't get to see you again, this is fine, but I can't repeat. It's sort of like it's a done in one. You can't. This is not something you go back to. This is for the story. But
a chick with dentures.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm going back.
I can't go back. I'll do it for the story. I'll do it for the experience, clocked in, but I can't come back to
midget
this.
Maybe, but a chick who can take her teeth out.
A little person, I'd be down for that. I'm like, that's on the unattainable list that I've had. I've never had a midget. I've never had a short person. Shortest is like 5 feet tall, but like I never had like a 4'10". I think that would be the within the purview of a small person, right?
I was in Colombia once in Medellin, and we was out on the blade, me and my cousin, and we saw a midget selling pussy, and she was one of the more popular women out there. Like everybody, all the dudes was like, "Hey!" And so later that night, we see her getting in the cab with these two big ass black dudes, and the whole rest of this trip, me and Cuz would be eating or just watch just somewhere random, and Cuz or myself would go, "Hey man, you think the midget okay, man? You think she made it? You think she survived that night?"
I don't think so. I don't think so.
These dudes she looked like she left. She pretty much got in the car with like 2 NFL linebackers.
Wow.
Yeah, we was just like, she's finna die.
First of all, listen. If you're that big and you're getting someone that small, you are compensating for something.
Could be.
Not could be. That is not. No, I'm sorry. That's like if you're getting that, you're like, I needed to feel giant, and this is the only way it's gonna work. It's all about forced perspective.
Yeah,
so
I don't. Midgets got some fat asses, but I don't think
yeah.
I don't. It's the low center of gravity.
I guess what it is. It's like it got a tight core, and you right there. I always wondered about that. Like I've never had the opportunity. I've met a few, and I don't even know how to flirt because I feel like if you're flirting with a little person, there's that thing like, oh, you're just a freak and that's why you're talking to me, and it's always like I want to, but I don't know if it's. I even like I had a deaf girl hit on me one time, and I was like, I can't. This is not gonna work out just because like I need to hear dirty talk and you're gonna and so it's not gonna.
You won't turn me around. You won't turn me around.
Here's the thing about deaf people is that since they can't hear, they don't realize their body makes a bunch of weird noises going in, and that it throws me off. Like I wish I was more enlightened where I'm like, it doesn't bother me, but if you're like just hanging out and you're like and it was like because they can't hear themselves breathing and stuff like that. So it's a little nerve-wracking. It's a little scary. So I've learned certain people I can. Here's the thing: if I was younger, I would be way more like true love conquers all, and just gonna give his patience. Now in my 40s, I mild inconveniences, and I'm out. Like I can't persevere and wait for like a possible red flag. I'm like bad hair days, and like that's too much, and I'm just walking out.
Could you bang a chick that was paralyzed?
I've wanted to.
See, this dude is just nailing all of the boxes when it comes to the.
I mean, but I never have. I've wanted to. I've never had.
That's nothing that has just ever been like, yeah. Now, if I met a chick that was maybe in a wheelchair or something and I liked her, I could probably put up with it.
I will say, I did a show in Virginia, and Miss. They have like a Miss Virginia contest, but for paraplegic women, and she was in a show and she started following me, and I was like, maybe I could turn this around into something. I can't really tell if I did, and because for the story, I believe like as you get older, you should have like almost like Pokemon, one of each. You should have that.
It's just she's just so limited.
I mean, yeah,
I think that's what.
I mean, like. You have to. I feel like if you're gonna hook up with a paralyzed person, you have to accept the fact that you're gonna have to do all the work.
Now I could probably hear the chick that was like had like a metal leg or something. Cause just think how far you can bend that leg back.
But you could your leg your hand will slip if you're used to grabbing it. There's nothing else. Like oh, and then you just like smack it in the face.
What if you like go to grab it and like bang it on the metal when you like fuck? God damn it!
If they don't know, like especially like if they're like in your apartment for the first time, they don't know the layout of your room, so they're knocking things over because they don't know how close or far. That's a lot, man. That's a lot of pressure. I don't know if I can handle that. That's I almost feel like wheelchair better than a prosthetic leg person.
Prosthetic leg, and then like she can pop the leg off, and you can really get down in that thing.
Dude, I once saw a mom with two kids in the park, and the daughter was like bullying the younger brother, and he took his leg off and hit her with it. And he's like, "Leave me alone!" And I was like, "Wow!" And I was like, "I don't know if you're a bad parent or or your daughter sucks, but that is unexpected and kind of awesome all at the same time."
Yes, that's a little different.
Yeah,
that would have freaked me out.
What? Right?
Put your leg back on.
I told you stop hitting your sister with your leg.
Put your leg back on. And then I got a buddy, man. He dated a chick. Well, I think he had sex with a chick that was in a wheelchair. And he said that was some of the best pussy he ever had. Really? He was like, what made it so good? He was like, boy, you know how hot it is? He was like, boy, she's sitting on it all day. I was like, shout out to Terry King. He did this whole thing. He had this joke called wheelchair pussy for the longest. And that was like, and I was just like, I'm not going to hell with you. I am not signing up for this trip down south with you, bro.
But I mean, listen, if you have that experience, like that's the thing, man. Now that I'm in these single streets, right? I have my preferences, and I have like a top 5 preference. So like these are the top 5 types of chicks I like to get. But if I've never had a certain type of girl, I'm not gonna lie, I'd like to just to see how it is. It's like eating at a different restaurant. Like I've never like oh I eat Chinese and I eat Korean, I hate Japanese, but I never had Indian food. Let me try Indian food just to try it once. That doesn't mean it's going to be your lifestyle, but you're going to try it out. And then there's other stuff like vegetarian. Vegetarians to me are like furries. I'm never going to do it. Like I've just never got to be, it's not going to be anywhere in my, but like other stuff, I'm like, all right, let's see what's going on over here.
But shit, sometimes you got to do all the work with women that can walk.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, we were just talking about starfishing the other episode. So, imagine her. She's probably going to be overcompensating because she's like, listen, I can't do this, but I'm going to give you a lot of, like, interaction and a lot of, like, this is us. And, like, I'm cool with that. That'll be really interesting and exciting. She might even be open to doing other things that other people would not because she's open to experimentation.
Like what?
Like maybe she wants to have a threesome, and that's going to be something open because she's like, listen, I know that I can't do certain things, so you could bring in a third girl, and she could join us, or I could watch, or
What positions? Okay, she can do missionary.
Right.
But if she got...
I mean, you could position her.
If she got dead legs, dead.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's gonna. Like I said, it's really you're gonna do a lot of the work. You got to.
You can lay her on the
side. You could put a pillow underneath her belly, and then you could kind of hit it from the back, right? So she might have to do like a push-up position, but like that's kind of something that could be arranged.
Yeah, it might be weird. She get to sliding and shit.
I mean, yeah, but like it's. I'm sure she knows like. Anything that we're thinking for the first time, they have like down like this is what we're gonna do.
She might have a system. She could be a bona fide freak where she got like this chair and she can like
a sex swing. Yeah.
She might be. I don't know.
See?
I don't know.
Only one way to find out. I think one of the side projects for this podcast is you banging a girl in a wheelchair.
No, I'm gonna live vicariously through you. I'm gonna live vicariously through you on this.
Listen, if there's any lovely wheelchair ladies who happen to listen to podcasts, I am taking submissions. So let us know. Reach out to me, and then let me know if it's okay to talk to Plug about it live on the air, and we can make something happen. I'm open to it. I'm willing
have him sign an NDA.
Of course, all NDAs are going to be excited. Mostly because I don't want you talking bad about me. That's what it is. It comes down to that.
I am not single. It's This is for the first time in my life. It's like one of those. It's complicated.
I get it.
Situations. Like, okay, so the chick I'm in the complicated situation with, and every now and then I ask her, I'm like, what do you want from me?
I feel like it's the beginning of an argument.
No. It's a valid question because she'll say things like, well, I know we're not together and I know we aren't dating, but will ask me like, for example, a couple of Atlanta comedians asked me to take them shooting.
All right.
They want to buy guns, and they was like, well, we don't know anything about them. We know you know about them. Can you take us and kind of show us? So I invite, because I'm about to be with two women at a gun range.
Okay.
So I invite my complicated situation. I say, hey, you want to go shoot? And she's like, oh, you're taking some girls to a shooting range? And I'm like, yeah. You know, if women come and ask me to help them protect themselves, then I'm gonna try to help them.
Look at you, hero.
She's like, well, that's something that you did with me, and I don't feel like, I just feel that's weird. And I'm just like, what's weird?
Right.
So let me get this straight. You don't, when we ain't together, but you don't want me to hang out with other women. What do you want from me? Like, what do we do?
And also, you inviting her shows like, hey, I just letting you know, like, this is so not a thing that you can be here and it's perfectly fine. Like, I see the logic in that.
Because we're men and we think with logic.
That's what it is. Like, it's not about, there's no emotional, like, first of all,
don't get me wrong. I would bang both of these girls.
Yeah, but also, but I like your line. I bang these two girls, but not a girl in a wheelchair. Like if pussy is an option, as long as she's attractive. I'm not saying any kind of like troglodyte with one eye and like a fin nose. I'm not saying that. I'm talking like as long as you're a
cleft foot.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't know, but like as long as they're not horrendous, it's an option on the table. But also, how do you attach romantic feelings to a gun range? Like I understand, like maybe like a walk in the park, or maybe a winery. I understand that. That could be a little, but a gun range. That's like, listen, we're practicing to maybe murder someday. That's all it is. That's all a gun range is.
We're practicing
to maybe murder. That's all a gun range is maybe murder here, maybe murder there. Look at me getting so good at maybe murder. That's all it is. So, like, why would you gonna get any kind of, like, ill feeling towards
It's
that?
just me being in the company of other women. I think that's what, at the end of the day, what makes it uncomfortable.
See, I got to tell you, if it's one thing I've learned from dating, is that any woman that's not officially the girlfriend, if they're already showing signs of jealousy, that's like, if I'm already being annoyed at mild inconveniences, that would be a red flag for me.
Yeah.
Just to like, because if they're this jealous when it's not a thing, what happens when it is a thing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, it's kind of like if a girl is like messy in her day-to-day life, that's already letting me know. If this is her on her own, when we're together, it's probably going to stay the same way. It's not going to get better. It's going to stay messy. So you have to be okay with her being messy. Or you have to be okay with her not cooking and ordering takeout. Or you have to be okay if she snores or talks in her sleep. These are things these are little signs before you get into a real relationship. Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
And for me, I've learned I'm okay with messy. I'm okay with ordering food. I'm not okay with talking in your sleep. Night terrors is a real thing. And I snore. I'm open about. So if you snore, I don't feel bad. But if your snoring wakes me up, that's problem.
Bad.
Because I snore like a bear that's hibernating. Like that's how I go in. And if you have night terrors and you hear my snoring, now you think there's like a fat werewolf chasing you. Like that's not good. So
a fat werewolf.
Listen, I'm being honest about my own limitations. So I need someone who's like gonna be okay. Like their things complement my bullshit, and it doesn't overwhelm. Because if it's too many things, then you're like, I should have seen the trailer let me know what this is gonna be,
Yeah.
and that's what it is. You gotta be honest with yourself. And I think we've talked about this phrase before, which is when you realize you have to let someone go. It's almost like realizing that someone's dead because you have to mourn the pussy you're never gonna have anymore. And
Yeah.
sometimes that sex is great, but the person has factors. You're just like, because it's like the five stages of grief. First, there's like sadness, and then there's anger, and then there's bargaining, and then
Yeah.
oh, maybe I could take it if it's like, and you're like, oh man, what am I doing? And then you have to kind of eventually get to acceptance, and that's really what it comes down to. Like I think
Acceptance is hard.
acceptance is really hard.
Acceptance is hard.
And listen, here's the thing. I know I am not a catch in any kind of way. Like if I'm a catch the way an STD is a catch. Like, oh, I got it somehow, but none of this is what I wanted. That's how I see myself. So when I meet somebody, I have to realize like their problems can't their problems have to be the level of my problems, but their problems can be larger than my problems because then there's too many problems. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's weird. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out.
Have you met her mom yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the mom attractive or does the mom kind of hit the wall genetically?
Mom is attractive. She's, probably her mom is mid 50s, I think. So she's probably put on some,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fine.
the life weight.
Let me ask you a question here.
But she was. I asked about her mom. She said, "Oh, she's been working out and losing some weight." I'm like, "Okay."
Have you ever started dating a woman and thinking like this would be kind of cool, and then you saw a photo of their mom, and their mom is so gross, you're like,
Oh yeah, yeah,
right, yeah,
dude. So, dated a chick. This is probably 2000. So my daughter was born in '05. So this is probably '05, '06. I started dating this chick. Nice girl, good looking. Sex was great, great body, but she was a lot younger. She was like 21 at the time, 22. Her whole family, all of them was big girls.
okay,
Mom was big. Rest in peace to her mom. She was a sweet lady. But she was
sure.
a big girl. Sister's big. Aunt's big. And I was just like, yeah, this is kind of. And I expressed that to her one time, and she got pissed. I was like, wait, yeah, you kind of come from a family of fatties. Like this.
The clumps.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is, and I've seen her. I haven't seen her in a couple years, but she was kind of. She's probably early 30s now, so she's, you know,
See, I don't.
still okay.
I like thick, but I have a problem with big.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like I like a girl who looks firm, not a girl who can take a punch. Is that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like that is my.
Curvy is nice, but a lot of women nowadays have curvy and fat confused.
Yeah. You know, I
Yeah.
never liked the term big beautiful woman. BBW. I never liked the term.
That's what that meant.
That's it. Yeah. BBW, big beautiful woman.
I thought that was something else.
What did you think it meant?
Big black wars. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking, Noah.
But here's
Yeah.
so yeah, I never liked it because that implied if you are big, you're automatically beautiful, and that is
No.
not true at all.
That's why I'm an advocate for bullying. We need to bring bullying back. Like, bullying should be allowed because bullying builds character. Bullying lets big women know and big people and people who are ugly and out of shape. It lets them be honest. We can be honest with them, and it might motivate them.
I don't think bullying, but I think matter of factness. I'm a fan of matter of factness. Like when you hear you know what phrase I think has ruined the world? When people say I'm speaking my truth. No, you're not. That's an opinion. That's what it is. There's no your truth. There's the truth and there's your opinion. And your opinion is what makes you feel better because the truth is gonna hurt your feelings. And
Okay.
that's so I think matter of fact, when people are like, I'm big and beautiful. Well, you got one of those right. You are big.
You are big.
You're definitely not beautiful. And to me, what breaks my heart is not that you're big, but have you ever met a big girl who has small boobs?
Oh, it's the craziest shit
Isn't
ever.
that the saddest
It is
situation
the
ever?
craziest shit ever.
That's that like that to me is like your body hates you. That's
Yeah.
how I know your body hates
Yeah.
you because and it's the same thing with like to me, a big girl with small boobs is the equivalent of like a jack dude who has a small dick. Like you got everything else going on for you, but the thing where it needs the most is not there. So you're gonna disappoint the lady, and the ladies are disappointing the dudes. And I think those two should just get together because
Or being extremely attractive and having a small penis.
I mean, I'm cool with that because it makes me better. Like I'm like that dude's so hot and he can't pack. Gotta come over here because I'm average looking and I have a medium penis, but it's better than that guy's.
Better than that.
So
Well-
sometimes mid dick is better than no dick. And
Well,
so
what I mean is like if you was just like a super attractive guy to where you beating women off,
oh yeah,
and then that part you gotta have that micro penis. I always tell chicks I got micro penis when I first meet them,
so do I.
just to see if they just want to keep dating me.
I'll do one better. I tell them I have a small penis. I go, but I also have really bad depth perception, so I need a second opinion.
That's funny. That's funny.
And that is a smooth like that is. Listen, I can't. No one's gonna want to fuck me. There's one dude. This girl was telling me that she went out with a dude who had a micro penis, and on the date, not only did he tell her, but he had like what she thought was like a little backpack, but it was like full of like sex toys and things that he had to compensate for the micro
He
penis.
was a sexual wizard.
He was. He's like a concoction. Is it like you're a wizard, Harry, and you're gonna have this comiosis.
For this next trick, I will need the lights at 10% dimness.
I need you to pretend this is my penis.
I've been hearing lately some things about I don't want to say it's a penis implant, but it's something.
I've heard about that, and I
Yeah.
heard it's not for length, but it's for girth.
I'm not sure. I saw a YouTube. I didn't see the video, but it was on my feed. And I
Then you
was
saw
like-
the video.
I was like, I should watch this, but I don't want nobody to check my search history. Like, plug, what you looking up, bro?
That's why you have to go to incognito mode on your phone, and then you look at that so you can't trace it.
But yeah, nah, man. So a couple years ago, a buddy of mine, his wife, I think one of her family members, posted a dude on Facebook, and like, it was poetically done.
Oh my god!
Like she writes this whole paragraph, and you know you got to click more.
Right.
And so you read, and she's just like, "Yeah, y'all, look at what I've been dealing with. Like I was faithful to this motherfucker, and I did this and that, and he cheated on me. And the worst case, I was faithful to this shit." And she's got a picture of him, like laying on the bed, like holding his micro.
Wow.
Like he had like a fucking 12-incher. Like he was just fucking. And all the women in the comments was like,
roasted.
that cannot be real. And she was like, oh, it's real. Look at this. There's more of them. And I was like, oh, man. I wondered did that dude make it. Because that was one of those.
I mean, that's cyberbullying.
That was,
He probably deserved it. Don't get me wrong, but still, that is.
yeah, he had cheated.
Yeah. And but here's the thing. I always feel really bad.
How do you cheat with a... Hey.
I mean, maybe he's got money. Maybe that's it. Or
I
you
don't
kinda-
think so.
No. Was he a good looking dude? Was that what?
I don't even remember.
Wow.
I just remember
That penis haunted you, but the face all went away.
Yeah, I just
I remember when I was starting to start touring, I would meet friends with females in the comedy industry and that kind of stuff. And whenever I get the number, they're like, "You're not gonna do anything weird, right? Like you're not gonna send me your dick pics." I'm like, "No, I don't send dick pics." And I stop and I go, "I do send photos of medically deformed penises, though."
Nah, that would be a warped existence.
Yeah.
Like just to be just like the fucking most charismatic, handsome guy ever, and you got like, oh, dude, what is penis?
I mean, if you're that good looking, I feel like you sort of deserve it because you're too good looking. You've got so
You gotta
much.
have something.
You gotta have something to hold you back. Where's your personality gonna come from?
That used to be like one of my pickup lines. Like in college, I would go up to like a super looking chick, good looking chick, and I just stare at her for a minute, and she'd be like, not in a creepy way.
Oh,
but,
so you say?
Yeah, well, not in a creepy way. You just kind of look at her like you look puzzled,
Right?
And then they go like, "What's wrong with you?" And you be like, "Your feet stink or something, don't it?" And she be like, "What?" And you be like, "Cause you too damn fine. Something is wrong with you. She got bad breath. One of your titties bigger than the other. Something is wrong." And that would always start a conversation.
In my dating app, I literally used to put, "I'm looking for that perfect girl who has one boob smaller than the other," and the amount of women like, "Oh my god, I love your bio," and I'm like, "Yeah," because I know every girl has one boob smaller than the other.
Yeah.
So putting it out there, that's what you're looking for. Is sort of, and certain girls will be like, "Is it a deal breaker if both my boobs are the same size?" I'm like, "It's not a deal breaker."
Send them to me. Let me
But
see.
I gotta see if to verify. So it was a great way to kind of come in and kind of establish a fun repartee, if you will. Now I will say, have you heard this term? And I've never heard this term before, but we're getting close to Halloween. I've heard this term called male lingerie.
Huh?
And what they're referencing, I didn't know what they're referencing, but I found out what they're referencing is Halloween mask. Girls who are really into Halloween want to get banged by a dude while they're wearing like a scary mask, and they call it male lingerie.
Yeah. Well, I told you my buddy's doing the Space God costume, right?
No,
I didn't show you the Space God.
no, you didn't,
Dude. I gotta send it to you so you can post Space God. He done blown up on the internet, so he wears. He's a comedian, and he wears this alien costume, and it looks so real. And he just goes around and does regular shit. Like he goes to the strip club.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Throws money, and he talks about he talks as if he's coming from. So people like they be shooting in space. He be like, "Boy, we be zapping motherfuckers." Yeah. And he be talking. He went on this riff about how ET was lame and the whole. It's great. But he said, "Bro, more women be wanting to fuck with me with this costume on than in my regular."
That's. It's almost the opposite of a furry. It's not cartoonish. It's just weird or scary.
Yeah.
And they're sorry. And I was like, first I was like, why would women be into this? And I go, actually, you know what? It's the true crime of it all. Like that sort of fear.
The band, yeah.
It's a little bit of a turn on. And so I started thinking, like, what costume would I be? What mask would I be okay wearing? And then which ones would I like? I can't pull this off. So I thought I could do Jason. I could maybe do Michael Myers Halloween because I feel like the eyes might be kind of get messed up a little bit there. I could do Ghostface Killer.
That's random.
No, from Scream, Ghostface. Like not from Wu Tang.
Oh, I thought you meant Ghostface from Wu Tang.
No, Ghostface from Scream. This is the other Ghostface.
Well, just doing Inspector Deck.
First of all, if I'm doing Wu Tang, I'm doing blackface. I'm getting arrested. No, that's all of it's bad. I can't do any of that.
I would want to do like Jim Carrey from The Mask.
That could work too.
Yeah,
that
like
could work too.
Roger Rabbit or like
See, I think Roger Rabbit would be really creepy on you. Like, I know your demeanor, so it wouldn't match the mask. I'm just like, this doesn't look. I don't know why I'm watching you fuck with a Roger Rabbit mask on, but I'm like, myself, like, fuck, don't do that. That doesn't look good. But that's just me.
Or I could do something like, what about Hellraiser?
Hellraiser. I think that could work.
That'd be great.
I know classics like Skull kind of thing would be kind of thing too. But it gets me into the idea of like, I happen to like one of the types of girls I like as I like goth girls. Dark. I like the classic big boob goth girl. That is one of my favorite little. But it's always throwing me off because now goth is no longer depressing. Any girl can be goth if she wears black, but her personality is bubbly. I met a girl in Cali that was goth, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm totally into like darkness," and I'm like, "What? No, that's not you. That's not the voice you should have. Like you should be more Wednesday Adam, not Valley Girl." But that's how I register goth. But I realize goth can be anything now, and I like that. But sometimes goth chicks are a little intense, and I like it, but I also get a little scared sometimes about that, just because, like, some of it, like, I don't know if I can do that. I want to, kind of, but not enough to try it, and it's a little overwhelming.
I don't think I ever banged no golf chick.
You know, Halloween is the season that they tend to come out, and
I love Halloween.
It's great.
I love it. Outside of the creepy shit and the demonic part of what people celebrate,
But isn't that part of the? It's this creepy demonic shit is the fun part of Halloween. It's the scary. It's ooh.
I think all haunted. I think all scary movies should come out around Halloween.
Yes, I
like
agree.
dropping a fucking scary movie like in July. You like what the fuck?
On Valentine's Day, there's like a scary movie that comes out on Valentine's Day. I was like, what the fuck are we doing on Valentine's Day? Scary
Yeah,
movie?
like I'm trying. Yeah.
Unless you want the girl to be scared, so you can try to hold her a little bit, and that kind of it plays a little bit.
Scary movies ain't even scary no more.
You got that right.
I ain't seen nothing. I think the last movie that I could say I saw that was like, okay, this shit's kind of scary, was Dead Silence. That shit with them dolls.
Yes.
And the ripping the people's fucking tongues out. That shit was kind of creepy. But other than that, I just been like, bro, this CGI predictable bullshit. Now, I did see a movie when I was in Colombia. I rented a movie called Bring Her Back.
Why does that sound familiar?
It's new. It's pretty new.
Okay.
It's only been out a few months. It wasn't scary, but it was a good film. It was a good film.
I will say, scary movies not been great, but scary TV shows have been fucking dope.
Like
have you
what?
Like House of Usher or the Haunting of Hill Manor. Those are fucking scary.
Hill Manor was cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Hold on. No. So it's two.
There's three of them, but the two that really scary was the Haunting of Hill Manor and the Fall of the House of Usher. Those two, which was done by the same crew of people, did those two.
Was the Hill Manor when the girl killed herself and then the family, like she kept popping up?
Yes.
And like the family was like beefing and then they
Right.
all went to the house. I saw that. I watched that my last time in Colombia.
That was good.
It was good.
That was good. Yeah.
It was good. It had creepy parts.
Right.
Like when the fucking dad took the kid out and he was like, "Don't open your eyes when we run down the hall." I was like, that was pretty creepy.
And I was saying it's not like horror filled from top to bottom, but there's creepy parts and there's a satisfying conclusion. That's the thing about I feel like comedy, if you don't stick the landing but the rest of your set was good, it's a pass.
Yeah.
But a horror movie, you gotta stick the landing. Like and so like those two series have solid good horror endings, and I'm especially the Fall of a House of Usher. If you haven't seen it,
I haven't watched that one.
It's really good. I think it's like a little bit better than the Haunting of Hill Manor.
Okay.
But like that is like one of the things if I could recommend anybody, watch that because it's really good. And I heard Weapons that just came out is good too.
I'm actually got weapons. I got the fire stick thing. So
Okay.
I saw it on there today, so I told my complicated situation to come over this weekend and watch it. We'll probably drink some wine and watch it and
There you go.
fuck our brains out.
That sounds
hopefully.
great,
Yeah.
especially because she'd be so scared she'd be holding
Yeah.
on to you.
Yeah.
And then after you guys finish, she's like, "Why were you looking at that girl so much?" And I was like, "Because she was dying."
Did you think that girl was cute? And I think now, like, we in this, because you know with horror films, they come in like waves.
Right.
So it's like the werewolves are up.
Right.
And then it's the fucking vampires. I didn't watch
Zombies for a hot minute.
It's
though.
zombies is kind of. I love zombie movies. Like, what you call it, a guilty pleasure of mine. I will watch any zombie movie, no matter how bad it is. It could be like where they put white paint on the zombies' faces and they go roar, and I will sit and watch that shit. Might not ever watch it again. I'll tell you. Are you into zombie movies?
I'm into all scary movies. I'm here for it.
I got one for you.
All right.
It's a French flick.
Okay.
So unless you speak French, you gotta watch the subtitles.
Okay.
Which most people go, I ain't reading no fucking movie. Dude, it's called The Horde.
Okay.
It's called The Horde. It's about these undercover cops. They're not undercover. They corrupt cops.
Okay.
So they kill these drug lords. And so the drug lords, the cops go into this high-rise apartment building. It's kind of like the Raid, but with zombies.
Raid's fucking great. By the way.
Great. It's like 40 floors. So
Okay.
they go in to kill the fucking drug dealers,
Right.
the crooked cops, and take their drugs. So they in there like fucking fighting, pulling guns on each other. They having a standoff, and then the building just gets overrun by zombies. So they gotta fucking team up to
Right.
get out of this fucking building. And so not only are they fighting each other, fighting zombies, halfway through the movie, they might be in a room together, two cops and like a cop and one of the drug lords,
Right.
and they just start fist fighting because they still beefing.
Right.
And then this next thing you know is like a zombie breaking. They're like, hold on, motherfucker, we gotta kill this zombie. Yo, that shit is great.
That's great.
It is great. It's so good Not only did I watch the subtitles, I put it on the first time at like 2 in the morning and watched the whole film. I was like, this shit was pretty fucking good.
That's fucking
It's a pretty
great.
good movie. Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
tell you what one of my favorite modern horror movies that came out, and by modern I mean like 20 years, but like The Conjuring, the very first.
Oh, Conjuring's scary as shit.
Let me tell you something. That scene in The Conjuring, it's such a simple scare, but it fucking gave me goosebumps. Which is when they're playing the clapping game.
Yeah.
And in the dark, the hands just come on and clap and turn off the light.
Yeah.
Bro, like it's
Yeah.
so simple,
Hey,
but it is terrifying.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Yeah, at first, Conjuring, I haven't seen the last one. My daughter
Yeah, I haven't
went to
seen it
see
either.
it, and she was like, it's kind of weak. But that first one,
That first one was solid. You ever see Talk to Me?
Talk to Me is solid.
Talk to Me is solid.
So the same people that did Bring Her Back,
Uh-huh.
it's the A24, the Australian crew,
Okay.
they did Talk to Me. It's the same people.
All right. Now you're talking
It's-
my
it's a
language.
good film.
Okay, I got to see that.
Yeah, Talk to Me was solid. I watched it twice. I watched it on a plane the first time. I saw it coming back from a cruise, and I'm just like, yeah, let me see what this is about. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Talk to Me.
No, I
What?
went to the movies to see it,
Oh, really? Okay.
and I watched it twice. I watched it again on a flight,
Oh, shit.
but I went to the movies to see it the first time.
That's cool.
And yeah, Talk to Me was solid. What else I've seen recently that I was like, I watched some shit coming back from Boston called Night Swim. I think it's
I
Blumhouse.
heard it's like an evil pool.
That shit was
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah,
That shit was
yeah,
trash.
I kind of figured as much. So no part of me was like, that didn't look interesting at all. I was like, the pool's eating you. You don't go to the pool and you fucking win. That's all you gotta.
It was about like this girl. Somebody had drowned in the pool or something. So like it was.
Haunt the house, not the pool.
It was,
Like,
yeah. leave
first
the
of all,
fucking
if you got a
alone.
pool, you're privileged, so maybe you deserve to die.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the whole point.
that was weak.
No one haunts an above ground pool.
No.
it's always it's gotta be in ground.
it's a redneck hunting an above ground pool. You try to go swimming and he gonna be like, you better get you better get
That's what I want the ghost to say. You better get to get.
I'm getting my ass in there. I want to see this motherfucker.
Have you seen another good one that I really liked was first of all, just for gore, and I don't know if you like gore or not, but like the remake of The Evil Dead that came out was actually pretty solid. I liked it a lot. It wasn't great, but it was good.
The first Evil Dead is fucking amazing.
It's
Dead, but no. That shit used to scare me when I was a kid. And then my older cousin would come walking by my room. Dead, but shut the fuck up.
I hate you. Don't say that.
But yeah, I've seen that one. I've seen, man. I'm always down to watch a scary movie.
I'll tell you what movie the last movie that scared me, like had nightmares, was I saw the OG
Porky's Revenge.
Yes. Before they did the American remake, The Ring.
Oh, The Ring's creepy as shit.
But I saw the OG one from Japan. And when the girl comes out of the TV, there's no CG. They just did this amazing camera shot that it looked like she was cut. And that, like,
I haven't seen the original one.
Dude, it's a little slow, but it's eerie the whole time through. And when she comes out of the TV, that scene, goosebumps. Like it is so well done that you're just like, oh, like it's embedded in my brain. Like that is one of my top 5 scary movies of all time.
Did you ever see The Grudge?
The Grudge is good too.
was
I saw the
kinda like-
OG and the original.
Yeah, Grudge was pretty good. Japanese people are creepy anyway, so they make some
Yeah,
pretty,
they scared the black box of your soul. They get
Yeah.
right in there and like this is
they
gonna
make
be.
some pretty creepy movies.
Have you ever dated girls who are super into horror? Like they that is like
Oh, yeah.
the whole, like their whole personality. Like,
Yeah.
I happen to think that's awesome. Like I love
Yeah,
a girl who's into like scary movies.
Yeah.
What I don't like is if you are into scary movies and the girl isn't, and she's like, I can't watch it. Like, but this is just like fun. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, that's a red flag for me. If you can't do scary movies, this is not gonna be a thing.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of dating women that don't like scary movies.
Yeah, you gotta be okay. Like
They want to watch rom-coms and shit. I don't want to watch this shit.
that to me is scary. Like if you
Right.
think this is entertaining, I'm scared of that. Like that is not should like Hallmark
Scariest movie I've ever seen, The Notebook. That shit is the scariest shit. That's the scariest shit I've ever seen. 50 First Dates. That was horrible.
50 First Dates.
It was a good movie.
It was
but
fun. Right,
it was
yeah,
scary.
yeah. It was scary if you think about the fact that this dude is focusing on a girl who will never remember him forever. Like that's a lot of effort. Put it this way: when I watched it when I was younger, I was like, "Oh, that's so cute that love was working out." I watched it and now I'm
that
like,
would be
"No,
horrible.
no, I would never."
But you don't remember this money I just spent on your ass? We just
having to go through this every time. Like, here's the thing: if you're gonna be on a first date every day for the rest of your life, you have to time out how early in the day you need to wake up your wife and watch her with the video so you can get along with your day. And that video is gonna get longer and longer and longer every time. And that's a lot to like. I'm like, maybe you should just be somewhere, not here, but it should be over there. I'll tell you what scares me is anytime there's a rom-com where the whole objective is that the only reason she can be happy is if she gets the guy. Like, that's codependent, and I don't like that. To me is scary.
That shit's scary.
Real life codependency is terrifying. It is a hair away from having a stalker. Have you ever had a stalker before?
Yeah.
That is some scary shit because that's your horror. You never know where they're gonna be. You turn a corner, they're there waiting for you. You're trying to go do groceries or meet somebody right there. Like, my buddy had a stalker, and he's like, how did she know? I was like, because you keep posting on fucking Facebook where you're gonna be.
Having a stalker when you're an entertainer is really scary because you have to post your fucking where you gonna be, and so you just giving them the blueprint to come haunt you.
That and sometimes it's not just showing up. Sometimes it's creating a scene or becoming violent, and that's I when I first started going on the apps, I put comedian. And then, first of all, it sucks because I think we talked about this. Like, all the girls that I was dating when we were going on a date, they wanted me to entertain them. Like, they were like, "Oh, it's a free show." And I'm like,
bitch.
"Yeah, you don't know. We're just here to talk. I'm not going to be all wacky for you. That's just going to be the whole thing." But this girl started to show up to all my shows. And we weren't even girlfriend. We just went on a few dates. And then I was like, it's not working out. And she just started showing up, and so that became a whole fucking thing. And so because of that, I don't put I'm a comic on any of my apps because I can't trust any of that because I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. I think it was a Ron White or something. A comic where he had an ex-wife or someone just showed up and she shot at him after the show, and I was like, that's insane.
That makeup sex was probably great after that. Chick shoots at me. She better have a blowjob waiting on me after that.
Or do you do makeup sex immediately after the argument, or is it like 3 days later?
It has to happen right after the argument.
I don't think I've ever fucked after an argument.
It has to happen. It's hard to pull off sometimes, depending on what you was arguing about.
Yeah,
and where you were arguing. Like, if you're in close proximity, then you can pull it off. But if it's like over the phone, it's kind of gonna be hard.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have. No one has makeup phone sex like that. Doesn't.
Well, I mean, it's just like, all right, you just cussed me out, but I'm coming over to fuck you. Yeah,
I would love that, but like, I've never been in an argument where I'm like, oh, you know what? Now we're gonna. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to see your face right now. Like, I'm gonna go for a walk, and I can't. I've always wanted. I remember hearing that makeup sex is post argument, and I've never been able to figure out that math. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I've had it a couple times. Whatever. What scary movie did you see that you anticipated being great, and then you were like, this sucked? I got one in mind.
Okay, so I got two. One of it's not that it sucked, but I talked about like I have like vertigo and I get like I went to go watch the Blair Witch Project.
Okay.
And that was like the very first like point of view camera horror, and I got so motion sick from watching because I was like, oh god, are you I was like, I'm gonna throw up. Like, are you scared? I was like, no, I'm just nauseous from all the motion of it. I can't. But it was a good movie. I just could not hang out. Like, I was just.
Blair Witch was a pretty good movie.
It was good, but let's see a movie that I saw that I was really disappointed. I'll tell you what it was. It was the later Freddy Krueger movies.
Oh yeah, they got corny.
They got corny.
Same with Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
They got corny.
I got
Jason
really
goes to
excited.
Space.
Yeah, like I'll tell you what. For me, there's a level of corny where it's still fun. Like to me, everything like Freddy Krueger 5, which was like the Dream Master. That one was like corny but fun. But after 5, everything was garbage.
Yeah.
But 1 is great, 2 is funky, 3 and 4, like perfect, just the right amount of corny and horror. And then 5 was like the last time that they kind of stuck the landing, and then everything else was like really bad until they did the New Nightmare, which is like when they invented the idea that Freddy Krueger is like a demon that Wes Craven thought of and brought into the world. And I was like, that's kind of fun. I like that idea, and it was kind of fun watching that. But everything else has been not good.
For me, Ghost Ship.
Ghost Ship. I don't think
Ghost Ship. That shit they had the previews was dope. It was like a haunted boat, like a cruise ship, pretty much. And it just did not. It was one of those things. Sometimes you can have too high of expectation for a film, and then you finally see it, you be like, "This what y'all like? This shit was stupid." And that's kind of how Ghost Ship.
13 Ghosts. I felt like that.
No,
I didn't.
I would not let you. There will be no 13 Ghost slander.
I'm sorry.
On the
No,
pod.
I felt it was trying too hard.
13 Ghosts was great.
How
They
dare
about
you.
to do a spinoff. I think they about to do
14 Ghosts.
They about to do this show that kind of like backstories all the ghosts
Okay.
and kind of how they
Ended up there, right?
Yeah. And I think that might be, if done right. 13 Ghosts was good. It just now they didn't. The inciting incident was very quick.
Yes. Yes.
They didn't waste. No, it was like
Doors closed. Boom.
It was like credits roll. Here's this house. Nah, I like 13 Ghosts.
Yeah,
13
I
Ghosts.
couldn't get into it. But the girl I was dating was very much in 13 Ghosts, so I pretended like, oh yeah, it's super good. And
Yeah.
it's just we can now take the clothes off. Could we, please? Like, right?
Let me see 13 titties. But yeah, no, 13 Ghosts was pretty good to me. But yeah, what's your favorite zombie film?
Favorite zombie film? There's you can do the classic Walking Dead, everything. I will say, special place in my heart. When Zack Snyder redid Dawn of the Dead.
Absolutely.
That is
Absolutely.
because they did Fast Zombies and it blew my mind. I was like, oh, these fuckers can run. That and 28 Days Later was like their zombies were so intense and scary that I was like, yeah, both of these right there for zombies. That's it. My two go-tos.
When Dawn of the Dead hit DVD, I went to Walmart at midnight and was like, y'all got Dawn of the Dead? And the guy was like, man, we got it. It's in the back boxed up, but we're not putting it out till like 6 in the morning. I was like, I'll give you $20 if you go get it for me now and sell it to me. He was like, done. And I went home and watched it like 3 times in a row that night.
Oh man, yeah, it's great.
That film is great.
Really
that
good.
That is a great movie. The ending kind of goes, huh?
Well, I mean,
you get it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like that's the sign of every good zombie story is that just when you think you beat them, they're like Marvel just did this 4-episode series called Marvel Zombies.
I heard about it.
It's really fun, especially if you've been watching all the movies like after Endgame. It's really fun, and there's people complaining like, oh, the ending is a downer, like because it's a fucking zombie movie. Like it should be a downer. Any zombie movie that ends with a happy ending is a shitty zombie movie. Like it's got to end with like you're still fucked. Like you thought you got away and you didn't. It's like the end of Michael Jackson's Thriller. At the end when he looks at you, he's got the evil eyes and he laughs at you. That's how every zombie movie should feel. Like you thought you got out and you didn't. Now you're fucked.
Have you seen 28 Years Later?
I did, and that was weird.
It was weird.
It was weird.
So
I was kind of liking where they were going, and then I was like, where are we going?
But they got the new one. They have, so remember the people that showed up at the end?
Right.
Was doing all the fucking flips and shit. So they got some shit coming out pretty soon. It's like, that's going to explain It's just like picking up.
That ending threw me off. I was like, what is going on?
It's called the Bone Temple. So it's gonna be
okay. With the doctor with the
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that comes out pretty soon. So I took a date with me to see 28 Years Later, and she hadn't seen any of the other ones.
Okay.
And she was just like, "You like that?" I was like, "That's pretty good." But I did, and it's gonna talk more about the fucking weird zombies with the huge cocks. And
the alphas, yeah.
Fitting.
Yeah.
And but yeah, so I enjoyed that. I didn't think 28 Weeks Later.
It was fine.
Was that?
It was fine.
It was
fine.
okay.
Yeah.
What was that? With Jeremy Renner?
I think so.
Fucking,
when he was with a sniper. Yeah, the sniper. Yeah, it was fine. Cool. I mean, at the end of the day, once again, he was trying to save everybody. He dies. Like, that's the thing. Once again, good zombie movies. You start off a group of people. You like kill half of them. You get like a third back from new people, and then that number gets smaller and smaller and smaller until like 3 people think they lived, and then no, everyone's gonna fucking die.
The Walking Dead was so great when it first started.
The first 5 seasons
and then
were great.
After they didn't kill Negan, I was like, I'm getting off the train.
Yeah. I feel like the same way. I was like, that was when I was like, okay, I'm good.
I made it that far, and after that, I was like, nah, y'all just doing too much now. This is just all over the place.
Yeah, I remember I was watching at the time. I was watching Game of Thrones and Walking Dead, and there were some weeks where I was like, is there any joy? Like, are we ever going to survive? Like, everyone is always getting murdered. I could not. And then when they couldn't kill Negan, I'm like, I'm good. I'm going
to just focus on the dragons.
Yeah, that's how. The White Walkers are my zombies now. And also that ended badly. So I could not get any kind of reprieve of either way.
I would have loved to see if my man had never left the consulting part of, like, Game of Thrones. To where they left it up to the writers.
Well, he just had never finished writing, so they couldn't even consult. He's like, that's fine, but like they weren't even basing off of stories anymore. They were just free. Okay, it's the difference between stand-up material and crowd work. When you're doing your material tight, crowd work, it can go either way. It come out awesome, or it's gonna be hot garbage, and we got hot garbage on their crowd work.
HBO is notoriously bad sometimes with ending shows.
It is.
I wasn't a big fan. I think The Wire was the greatest show ever made, and I
mean, season 3 is a little funky, but 4 is good.
I still go, I don't know if I like the ending of that. But to go back to Game of Thrones, the Long Night episode was good, but it seemed like after that, it just was like, hurry up, we got to finish this shit in 2 days, and we got 5 days worth of filming, so let's just figure this shit out.
I mean, The Long Night was good, but also, and I feel like everybody already talked about it, but like, it was so dark that sometimes you're like, what? Who's fighting here? Like, I can't even tell. Like, you know what it felt like? It felt like sloppy into dark sex, where you can't tell where anything is. You're just like, is this what I'm doing? Is this? No, that's the wrong right hole. It's the right hole. Okay, cool, awesome. That's what The Long Night felt like to me. It was a lot of things going on and very, 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 very few outlines of like what's actually happening. And if I got to change the settings on my TV to watch it better, then you've already lost me as a viewer. Like I need to just
true.
That bothered me. I wish the White Walkers would have carried more towards the full end, and like instead of having like now White Walkers and now we're gonna deal with this dragon bullshit at the end. I was like, it should have been all like one big climb, like Endgame, where everything's just in the end. And I wanted something like that, where everything's happening all at once instead of here. And then it felt like 2 separate endings.
They got rid of them so easy. It was like the Night King should have been in the last 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Night King should have been. There should have been because you know how he turned one of the dragons that died into his like ride. Yeah. It should have been like a dragon fight that they crashed and then they kept fighting the ground just to like. And I know that the Sansa Stark was dope. I loved it, but I kind of wanted Jon Snow to be the dude who fought the because they built him up so much that I was like,
they built up the Night King. So
that's what I'm saying. I wanted Jon Snow to take out the Night King, and I wanted Sansa to take out the people from the Red Keep. Like that's how I wanted. Like that in my head, that would have made way more sense.
Cause that fucking but my favorite episode of Game of Thrones is I've never gone back to watch the full show, like episode by episode. I'll just go watch the battles sometimes.
Dude, the battle of the bastards is
Oh, it's great.
one of the best fight scenes of all. That and also the Red Wedding.
Red Wedding so fucked up.
Oh my god.
But my favorite battle scene is Hard Home.
Hard Home is good
Hard
too.
Home was great.
And it's scary and it's violent and that is a really good episode because you get a little bit of everything on that episode.
I think it is because one of my favorite characters was Tormund, and that motherfucker was just fucking funny. Like he was funny as shit. He used to say the funniest shit in that show because the dude was like, remember the Hound was like he's like something about his dick, and he was like, dick. I like that. Or some shit. I was like, what the fuck? But anyway, on that Hard Home episode, when he gets off and he fucking greets the Lord of Bones, dude, he fucking beats him over the head. And then next thing you know, I think I like the episode because that's where you first see like how powerful the Night King is.
When he gets to the dock and he just puts his hands up and
Yeah.
everyone gets up, like that is like something out of like a scary movie that you would be like, yo, that scene. Like it's and that was one of the good things about Game of Thrones is when they gave you that horror aspect and which again you made the Night King feel a little bit like epic. And so I wanted more of a fight about that. So before we wrap up, I gotta say this. Have you ever watched a scary movie and that was it how you ended up hooking up with a girl afterwards? Like it was so scary and like, it was a good time and then you were able to turn that to getting laid.
Yeah. Darkness Falls. That was the film.
Really?
Darkness Falls. We went to see Darkness Falls, and afterwards, driving home, and she's like, "I don't think I want to sleep alone tonight." And I was like, "Oh, you really? I have a tooth loose too, if that helps." Maybe we'll summon the Tooth Fairy together.
That is great. I think the movie that I got laid off of was it was an episode. It wasn't a movie. I watched an episode of the X-Files.
God damn, you took it back.
I took it back. I was starting dating a girl, and they had brought some streaming service had picked up the X-Files, and she's like, "I've been watching X-Files. Why don't you come over? We'll if it's cool, we just hang out. We'll order food and we'll watch it." I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "This episode was scary." And I forgot what episode it was, but it was a legitimate scary episode. And she's like, "This just creeps me out." And she's like, "Do you mind if we cuddle?" I was like, "Cool." And that cuddling just went right into it. I was like, "All right, man." So X-Files with the clutch helped me get in there. And I was like, I will always appreciate X-Files from now on.
Spooning leads to forking.
The truth is out there in her pants. Guys, that has been the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let us know what your favorite scary movies are. Let us know if you like what you like doing Halloween. We're gonna probably talk about Halloween a little bit more because we're getting closer to it. So we'll have more conversation about it. But let us know what Halloween movies got you laid, and we want to hear about that as well. Guys, as always, I'm Eric Da Silva. This is Plug Chapman. We're Bad Dads. We're out.